but it's countries like Vanuatu and Fiji. So I'd ask for a round of applause for those countries for the work that they've done. Tahiti. I had a meeting with 7 chefs over there from various walks in life. Tahiti is a very vibrant place. It's a French-operated country, and they will become an excellent member. The food and culture in Tahiti is fantastic. If for anyone that's been to France, it's like being in France with a better view and a warmer climate. So if you get out and about, go to Tahiti and have a look around. Now, I said I'd make this short, and I will. I'd like to thank Australia. The ACF is basically the backbone of my office. They provide a lot of finance and a lot of support. So they help me get around the Pacific. And even though we have a budget within WACS, it by no means covers the amount of travelling that you have to do on the Pacific. It's very expensive. So the National President of Australia is here, and our Shared Secretary, Patrick O'Brien. So thanks, guys, for the support you give me, and I look forward to it for the next couple of years. So write that into your budget, please. New Zealand. New Zealand has been in recovery mode since their Congress, and anyone that's run a Congress will tell you it's got the ability to basically suck the life out of you. But they're up and going. They've had a good look at where they're heading over the next couple of years, and it's pleasing to add that the working relationship between the major players in the Pacific has never been better. I had a meeting with Steve Barton when he was doing some work in Australia a few months ago. It's probably the most productive meeting I've ever had with our largest nation. And please remember that when we started, it's no secret, things were tense in the Pacific. And as I've mentioned a moment ago, they could not have been better. So moving forward from this Congress, Steve has given me an assurance that he's going to help me grow the Pacific, and that New Zealand is going to play a major role in the development. I also think that's a fantastic step forward also, and thank you very much, guys. In summary, the past 2 years have seen a marked increase in awareness of WACS and its message within the region. The new organisations are striving to join the fold, and I'm confident the next Congress will see a bigger Pacific delegation, although it's not something that I push, because the amount of money it takes for these countries to attend a Congress would take a good part of their yearly budget. We feel it's better for them to participate at home and have their activities internally than spend a whole host of money coming to a Congress. They want to be here, it's just not financially viable for them. In a lot of cases, as I said, we still have chefs that are earning $2 or $3 an hour, sometimes a day. So whilst this event is very attractive, it's not totally achievable. It's not a matter of not wanting to attend, but the money's better put use at ground level. It's also my belief that with the assistance of the more established countries and the WACS board, we'll have a vibrant and sustainable future before us in the Pacific, and I look forward to this challenge to come. The next 2 years are going to be fantastic before we hit Chile, which by that point in time I'm up for election. I wish John Sloan and Gisser all the best. I think you've got 2 excellent candidates. Well, I don't think I know you have 2 excellent candidates, and I'm glad I don't have to hold up a paddle. They're both friends, they're both fantastic chefs, and they'll do WACS proud whichever one gets in. It's been a bag load of fun dealing with the Presidium. There have been some great days and there have been some fairly bleak days. But Ferdinand Metz is a fairly clever dude and he will be missed. I'm sure he'll miss me. Thank you very much, Ferdinand. Thank you to the Presidium. I look forward to seeing you over the next few days and meeting you all in Chile. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Austin. Just a slight change in the plan. President will take the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, as indicated in the agenda, timing and sequence may change to fit the program, the social schedule, etc. So, what we are going to do before the break, we are going into sort of an open floor question and answering session. It was the indication by the membership that that was desirable. So we do that now, go on the break, and then come back, and following the break we will have the 2 candidates make their presentation, and following that we have the Master Chef presentation and workshop, and that will then conclude our day. So, having said that, There were a lot of things put before you during the morning and the afternoon. And now is the time to ask any questions that you might have, even if it's on the subject matter that was not specifically covered today. And please don't start all at one time.
Down the back. Down the back, Mr. President. One moment.
Mr. President, I'd just like to make a comment on behalf of all us who sat up the back here. We pay exactly the same money to come to this conference. Could you assure us that in future simultaneous translation will be available to us all up here? It's fine for me, I speak English, but I know there are a host of people who have been sat here with blank faces.
Good point, thank you. Any other questions? Please line up behind the microphone. This might be helpful to speed things along. Don't forget it was you that asked for input, and we have an opportunity now to do just that.
Dear colleagues, and hello, dear colleagues, dear Mr. President, I would like to make a proposal. I understand that this morning has been a big issue about the bylaws, and during the breaks I had the chance of talking with some other colleagues, and I would like to propose that in the future, although today there were, if I'm not mistaken, 4 points to be changed, there are some people that they agree with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and some people they don't. So it would be more democratic, or let's say more fair, to vote for each and every specific point to be changed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions, ideas, suggestions, comments? Anything? We may not, keep in mind, we may not have this opportunity every day. Maybe be able to do it tomorrow, or maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, but we cannot really guarantee that we have this opportunity every day. So if you have anything, please bring it out and share it with your colleagues.
My question is not really to the Presidium, it's really to the Emirates Culinary Guild. It's just about the Partners Programme. I'm a bit concerned that my wife has come out here and there doesn't seem to be any coordination about what's happening with the partners. I don't know what she's doing today, I don't know what she's doing tomorrow. She didn't join me for lunch, I don't know if she will tomorrow. So I'm just a bit concerned, is there any coordination going on to those partners who have given up their time to accompany their husbands out to the conference? Thank you.
Will I answer that one? The partners program was to have the people registered as a accompanying person, and then on the website there was a explanation of the accompanying person's schedule, and on that under an accompanying person's delegate fee was the dinners and the program for the spouse. Also on the website there was a link to CSI or Arabian Adventures for other programs that were available once you were in Dubai.
Thank you. Any comments? Go ahead.
We have another question. Just a moment.
Biz Çekya'da Kazakhstan hakkında
We was talking about Kazakhstan in Czechia. We was discussing this question about Kazakhstan. But here we didn't hear about Kazakhstan anything. We would like to know what happens, and will it be They wanted to be